everybody, and welcome to my video today, you guys. We are going to take a look at the brand new in colors, and we're going to make 5 cards today using these colors. Our brand new in colors are Call Me Clover, Blueberry Bushel, Grapefruit Groove, Lovely Lipstick, and then Pineapple Punch, which is my favorite to say. And you can actually purchase these ink pads right now. So the bundle, to get all of these together, you'll save 10% when you purchase them all together. There's a link down below for you guys to purchase these, and you can get them right now, and they'll come in the new ink pads, the way the new ink pads are designed. So we are going to make a card with each of these colors. The other thing that I'm going to be using, the stamp set, is going to be the Ribbon of Courage. This stamp set was designed, Patty Bennett helped design this stamp set for her $1 million career and sales achievement. So I was able to, this was a giveaway at one of our local onstage events, and she presented her stamp set, and then they gave it away to everybody. So that was super fun. So I was able to have her sign my stamp set, which I loved. So we're going to use this. We're going to use the heart, and then, well, both of these hearts. So the larger heart and the small heart. And then we're going to be using this sentiment, which I really love the sentiments. So that's the stamp set we're going to be using. I'm using a stitched square framelit. That's one of my favorite dies, is the stitched shapes. And then I'm also using this designer paper. So this is in the in colors. This paper is not available until June 1st when the catalog goes live. But I am offering my annual catalog paper share, and one of the options is to get this set of paper. So I'm going to link below my annual catalog paper share information. Please check that out if you guys are used to getting my paper shares. I already have had quite a few spots fill up, and you guys know I only do a certain amount of spots because it is a lot of work to do the paper share. But I love for you guys to get the paper and see it in person because it's easier to decide what paper you want. So a paper share is simply, I get all of the designer paper, I cut it into 6 by 6, and I split it with everybody. So you get a quarter pack of designer paper. So I just cut the 12 by 12 right in quarters, and you get a quarter pack of it, and then you'll get a sample of every single designer paper in the catalog, and then you get a little free gift. So let's get started. The color that we are going to use is going to be Call Me Clover. So I'm going to zoom in 1 second for you guys, but we're going to start by taking our Whisper White piece. This was cut at 4 1/4, so it's going to give me a standard A2 size card because it's folded this way. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's our card base, and it's just Whisper White cardstock. So the next thing I have is I have a piece of Call Me Clover cardstock. This is at 4 1/4 this way by 5 1/2. So I took an 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and I cut it in 4 pieces. So I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half again, and it gave me this. And then I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is where we're going to do all of our stamping, and I took a 1/4 inch off. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is going to layer together just like this when we're done with all of our stamping. So we can set these 2 pieces aside, and then let's zoom in and do some stamping. So we have our Whisper White piece here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab Call Me Clover, and then the other green I'm going to grab is the brand new Shaded Spruce. This color is not available till June 1st, but what I've done is I've paired all of my in colors with a color that's similar. So here is Pineapple Punch, and then I used Crushed Curry with that. We did Lovely Lipstick, and then I paired Blushing Bride with it. We will use Grapefruit Groove, and then we will use Petal Pink together, and this is a new color. And then we will use Blueberry Bushel, and then we'll use Pool Party. So those are going to be my pairings for the cards we're going to make. So let's go ahead and open up our ink pads. We have Shaded Spruce, and then we have Call Me Clover. So we're going to start with Call Me Clover, and we're going to start with the large heart. And what we're going to do is we're just going to stamp all over the place. I'm going to stamp off my paper some. And then I'm going to turn my stamp, and I'm gonna stamp in a triangle pattern, and that will help you to get a more random look. And then we'll stamp off. Stamping off of your edge also helps that. So I'm just turning, I'm leaving space, I'm stamping off. And then I'm gonna come in here on the edges and just give a few. You might wanna have some grid paper down underneath. I'm kind of winging it. Okay, so let's clean that stamp. We're all done with that, and we're all done with Call Me Clover. Okay, so let's bring our shaded spruce over, and we're gonna take the small heart. I don't have this sticker on there, but this is the small heart. And what we're gonna do is fill in some of these spots. And again, I'm gonna turn my heart. I'm gonna let it maybe go off the edges some places. I think that's probably good. So let's close this up. Oh, I need Call Me Clover one more time. So we're gonna bring over our stitched square, and we're just stamping the sentiment. And we're gonna stamp that right in the middle. You could do either color, but I really want to highlight these end colors. Okay, so now we're gonna bring our cardstock over, and we're just gonna attach this just like that. Then we can attach it to our card base. You could just fold a piece of Call Me Clover cardstock, so you could cut it at 4 1/4 and then fold it as a card base instead of attaching this. But right now I don't have that much cardstock to work with, so I just wanted to make sure that I'm stretching my cardstock as far as I can. So here's the start of our card. So the next thing we're gonna do is take a piece of this designer paper. It has these kinds of dots here on the outside, and then it's striped on the other side. And then I have a piece of Call Me Clover cardstock. So this piece is at 3 inches by 1.5 inches. And then this is 3 1/4 by, I think it was 3 1/2. Let me measure. 3/4 by 3 1/2. And what we're gonna do with this cardstock is we are just going to snip the ends into a flag, and I'm doing a very small flag on the end. I'm not doing it very much because I don't have much cardstock I want this to stretch across this piece. So let me show you. So I want this to stretch across, and I don't have that much wiggle room, so the flags are really small. So we're just gonna attach this piece to our green piece right in the middle. Then we can flip this entire piece over. You could do either side. You could do the stripes or the polka dots. Make sure our card is opening up correctly. And then this is going to go up top here. Like so. We'll take our sentiment piece and we will add some dimensionals. Card back over and we'll add our sentiment. And then just a few other things. We're going to take some rhinestones. Add rhinestones right there. And then the very last thing we're going to do is take this glaze black pen that I have, and we're going to add a couple dots in different places. That's probably good. I don't want too many. And then that finishes our card. So let's take a look at all 5 of our colors. Here is the blueberry bushel with the pool party. Here is the pineapple punch with the crushed curry. This is lovely lipstick with blushing bride. And this is the Call Me Clover, and that is done with petal pink. So those are all of our cards. They were super simple. It didn't take very much to put these together, but I love the way they turned out. All of the supplies are listed in the YouTube description below. Make sure you check out the details for my paper share. It is a total of $40 for all of the 12x12 and 6x6 designer paper. There is an add-on option to get all of our color families for $16.50, but you don't have to if you don't want the color family plain polka dot and stripes. You don't have to do that. So that information is linked below as well. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll be back on Wednesday to share with you guys again. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday, and I will talk to you soon. So much for hanging out with me today and watching my videos. Here are 2 other of my most recent videos. I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will catch you in my next video. I hope you all have a wonderful day.